Welcome to an exploration of history and leadership through the life of a man who shaped the world as we know it. Sir Winston Churchill. Born in the waning years of the Victorian era, Churchill's life was a symphony, played to the rhythm of some of the most transformative events in modern history. As a young man, he witnessed the dawn of the 20th century, a time of great optimism and innovation, but also a time that bore the seeds of unprecedented conflict. The spectre of World War I loomed on the horizon, soon to shatter the illusion of peace and prosperity. Then, as the world began to recover and hope to rekindle, the sinister shadow of World War II began to form. Churchill stood at the heart of these tumultuous times, his life and leadership inextricably intertwined with these monumental events. Born into a time of great change, Churchill himself would become a catalyst for change on a global scale. Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill was born on November 30th, 1874, into the prestigious Spencer Churchill family. His early years were characterized by constant struggles with learning, showing us that even the greatest of minds can face challenges. Despite his academic hurdles, he was enrolled in Harrow School, one of England's ancient and leading public schools. Here, young Winston developed a fascination with English language and history, laying the groundwork for his future as a statesman and author. His journey then led him to Sandhurst Military Academy, the starting point of his military career. At Sandhurst, Churchill found his passion in military strategy, a field where his quick wit and strategic mind truly shone. His interest in military matters and his unwavering determination to succeed painted a clear picture of his future. Little did the world know, this ambitious young man would soon leave an indelible mark on history. From a young soldier to a seasoned statesman, Churchill's journey was anything but ordinary. After graduating from the Royal Military College, Sandhurst, Winston Churchill embarked on a military career that took him to the far reaches of the then British Empire. From the rugged landscapes of India to the deserts of Sudan and the rocky terrain of South Africa, Churchill saw action in some of the most significant military campaigns of his time. But Churchill was not just a soldier, he was also a writer. Throughout his military career, he doubled as a war correspondent, sharing vivid accounts of his experiences on the battlefield with readers back home. His dispatches from the front lines not only earned him a reputation as a bold, fearless soldier, but also as a gifted writer with a keen eye for detail. In the year 1900, Churchill decided to hang up his military uniform and venture into the world of politics. He ran for a seat in the House of Commons as a Conservative candidate for the district of Oldham. Despite his initial defeat, Churchill's relentless spirit and determination led him to win a seat in a by-election the following year. This marked the beginning of a long and illustrious political career that would see him serve in various capacities, including, but not limited to, Home Secretary, First Lord of the Admiralty, Minister of Munitions, and Secretary of State for War. Each role offered him invaluable insights into the workings of government and prepared him for the monumental challenges he would later face as a wartime Prime Minister. Churchill's journey from soldier to statesman was marked by courage, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to his country. His military and political careers were intertwined, each influencing and shaping the other. Indeed, it was his military experiences and the lessons he learned on the battlefield that informed his political decisions and leadership style. Churchill's political career had just begun, and so had his influence on world events. His indomitable spirit, his sharp wit, and his unwavering commitment to his country laid the groundwork for a political career that would leave an indelible mark on the annals of history. As the dark clouds of World War II gathered, Churchill emerged as a beacon of hope for a beleaguered Britain. In May of 1940, as the threat of Nazi Germany was reaching its peak, Churchill was appointed as Prime Minister. He was not the obvious choice. In fact, he was seen by many as a wild card. But in the face of adversity, he proved his mettle. With his firm resolve, charismatic leadership, and stirring speeches, he rallied the nation and led them through the darkest days of the war. The Battle of Britain was one of the defining moments of Churchill's leadership. It was a time when the country stood alone against the formidable German Luftwaffe. Churchill, with his indomitable spirit, stood firm, refusing to consider defeat. His speeches during this time were not just words, They were a clarion call to the British people, inspiring them to stand strong, to fight on, and to never surrender. One cannot discuss Churchill's leadership during World War II without mentioning his speeches. They were not mere addresses. They were verbal symphonies that stirred the soul and strengthened the resolve of the British people. His words like, "We shall fight on the beaches, we shall fight on the landing grounds, we shall fight in the fields and in the streets, we shall never surrender," became a mantra of resistance. Churchill was not just a leader who commanded from afar. He was right there in the trenches, making crucial decisions, coordinating strategies, and even visiting the front lines. His ability to work closely with allies, particularly US President Franklin D. Roosevelt, was instrumental in forging the transatlantic alliance that played a significant role in the eventual Allied victory. His leadership was not without criticism. Some saw his strategies as reckless, his decisions as impulsive, but Churchill was not a man to be swayed by opinions. He held firm in his convictions, guided by his belief in the indomitable spirit of the British people and the righteousness of their cause. The war took a toll on Britain. Cities were bombed, lives were lost, and the economic strain was considerable. But under Churchill's leadership, Britain emerged from the war not as a defeated nation, but as a beacon of resilience and determination. Churchill's role in World War II was not just about leading Britain to victory. It was about instilling hope in the hearts of the British people, about inspiring them to fight against all odds, about showing them that even in the darkest times, there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. Through his relentless spirit and unyielding leadership, Churchill became the embodiment of British resilience. Even after the war, Churchill continued to shape the world with his words and actions. In the aftermath of World War II, Churchill's political journey took a surprising turn. Despite leading Britain to victory, he was voted out of office in the general elections of 1945. Yet Churchill's spirit remained unbroken. He continued to serve as the leader of the opposition, voicing his concerns about the rising tensions between the Western powers and the Soviet Union, a period that would later be known as the Cold War. In 1951, Churchill returned to power as Prime Minister for a second term. This time, his focus shifted to domestic matters. He played a crucial role in rebuilding post-war Britain, while also navigating the complexities of the ongoing Cold War. With his keen diplomatic skills, Churchill managed to maintain a delicate balance between safeguarding Britain's interests and preventing a full-scale nuclear war. Churchill's prowess wasn't limited to politics. He was also a talented writer. In fact, in 1953, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature for his 6-volume memoir, The Second World War, and other historical works. Churchill's writing not only offered valuable insights into the war, but also showcased his exceptional command over the English language. By 1955, health issues prompted Churchill to retire from his role as Prime Minister. But he remained a member of Parliament until 1964, a testament to his enduring commitment to public service. Churchill's life was a journey marked by numerous challenges, but he navigated each one with tenacity, wit, and an unyielding belief in his nation. His leadership during one of the darkest periods in human history continues to inspire generations around the globe. Churchill passed away in 1965, but his legacy lives on, reminding us of the power of courage, resilience, and leadership. His life serves as a reminder that in the face of adversity, we have the capacity to rise, to endure, and to triumph. Churchill was more than just a politician or a war leader. He was a man who left an indelible mark on the course of history. His influence reverberates far beyond the borders of his homeland, shaping the world as we know it today. Churchill's steadfast commitment to democracy, even in the face of tremendous adversity, serves as a beacon of hope and a testament to the enduring power of the people's voice. His relentless defense of freedom, displayed through his unwavering leadership during the darkest days of World War II, has carved out a place for him in the annals of history as a stalwart champion of liberty. Moreover, his inspirational leadership, characterized by his rousing speeches and unyielding resolve, has not only uplifted a nation during a time of despair, but continues to inspire leaders and individuals around the globe. In the words of Churchill himself, History will be kind to me, for I intend to write it. And indeed he did,